Kama uko na ng'ombe, kama uko na
Namkumbuka kusema how many MPs or
No, I will call all the groups, the stakeholders that I mentioned.
Is this document ready? The girls?
I will be shortly.
Gerso, we need the statement.
let us statement.
Yeah.
Let us soft copy.
Hakuna shida, hakuna shida. Hapana, hakuna shida, tunaongojea. Sorry.
No pastoralists.
No pastoralist issues.
Yes.
No pastoralist, no BBI.
No pastoralist issues.
No pastoralist issues, no BBI. 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 No pastoralist issues, no BBI.
Hii ni joint press conference, behave in the way usilete siasa nyingine hapa.
Haya.
Heshima.
But this
No, BBI.
So where is the statement?
Print down. Agabi. Agabi.
Okay. BBI bado iko. Okay.
Are you guys ready?
Sawa. Tunataka ku
ready?
lead
It's
by
okay,
example.
fine,
The important. Okay, are we ready? Unataka nitoe mask? Sasa nyinyi watu hautaki tuongoze. We want to lead by example. Have you sterilized?
Because of voice.
Okay, thank you very much. Are we ready? Very good. Thank you very much. Yes. This is a press statement by the Pastoralist Parliamentary Group and the Frontier Counties Development Council, both representing the Pastoralists of Kenya. In front of you here are leaders from that region, comprising of governors, deputy governors, members of National Assembly, both Senate and National Assembly, the speakers of our assemblies. We've been in a meeting the whole day deliberating on issues that are pertinent to us as pastoralists in Kenya, and I will read our official position. Today, we are gathered here as leaders representing more than 10 million people residing in 15 different counties and represented by 109 members of parliament who were all available for this engagement. The Pastoral Parliamentary Group region constitutes approximately 80% of the landmass of Kenya. We are here to make a public pronouncement and add our clear voice to the ongoing public debate on the Building Bridges initiative. As members of the pastoralist community and people's representative, we are brought together by the commonality of our interest. We stand together to bring forward our voice and give our irreducible minimums in the BBI report as an issue of representation to the population we represent. The BBI report has excluded our detailed presentation to the task force and reduced our citizens' gains on equity in resource allocation, representation, gender parity, needs of persons with disabilities, and protection of the community land, among other issues. We demand our issues form part of the Kenyan conversation and be included in the proposed amendments. The following are our irreducible minimums for us to support the BBI as pastoralists in this country. 1. On resource allocation, the proposed amendment on Article 203(1) of the Constitution be deleted and Article 203 of the Constitution be retained as it is stipulated in the 2010 Constitution. 2. On issues of representation, secure and protect the 290 existing constituencies as they are and entrench them in the Constitution. On the proposed addition of 70 seats, we demand a distribution that guarantees each of the 47 counties to at least get one constituency slot. We oppose the use of party lists in party primaries as included in the proposal. We demand retention of the 47 women representatives in the National Assembly as it currently is. Number 3, on the issue of community land protection, pastoralism is the most viable land use practice in the dry lands, and pastoralist land must be recognized by government and policymakers as a key factor of production, an important sector to our national economy and our people's livelihoods. We demand that protection of land use policies for pastoralist land for grazing and agriculture. Protect game reserves and wildlife corridors and land adjacent to parks to be set aside for such. On Health Service Commission that is proposed in BBI, the proposal to create Health Service Commission undermines the gains made by devolution, as health is devolved function. It doesn't work in the interest of counties and the population of our region. Number 5, on equalization fund, we propose increase of the sunset clause by restarting the 20-year period for the fund from the date of commencement of the fund for the date of commencement of the new proposal, as fund distribution has not been realized in the first 10 years as envisaged in the Constitution. Number 6, on the Senate, we have unanimously agreed. We propose Senate to be the upper house. The delegation model of voting must be retained. We reject the proposed deletion of Article 123. And Senate to approve all constitutional amendments. On Senate to approve all constitutional appointments. Number 7, on judiciary. Independence of the judiciary is paramount to the protection of rights of the people of Kenya. We want the Ombudsman proposal to be removed. Independence of the judiciary must be protected through operationalization of the judiciary fund. Number 8, on IEBC. The independence of IEBC as an election arbiter is paramount and must be devoid of political party interference. Number 9, on the issue of discrimination, we propose funds to be set aside for registration of persons and issuance of national identity cards and other crucial documents to make sure all pastoralists of age are registered and can access services as any other citizen without discriminatory vetting. Address issues of human rights violations in the country. Number 10, on education. To guarantee access to education, which is a right for the people of Northeastern and ASALs, Teacher Service Commission has withdrawn all teachers from Northeastern counties, and no back-to-school strategies are in place, thus putting the future of our children at risk. We will propose the devolution of recruitment of teachers at the local level. Number 11, pastoralist livelihood. We propose the establishment of livestock marketing authority with a capacity in terms of vessels for exportation of live animals to competitive markets across the globe. In conclusion, we would like to reiterate that we want to enrich this process so that it is true to its objective of having cohesive, inclusive, equitable, and equal Kenya. The BBI is a proposal to amend the Constitution and the laws so as to attain the aspiration of Kenyan people. As such, it is not cast in stone, and we propose the amendment by pastoralists to be taken on board. Thank you very much, and I would like to invite my brother Governor Nanok to give. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor. I think the statement by the pastoralist leaders on behalf of more than 10 million pastoralists who live in 80% of the Kenyan landmass. And I think underline that 80% of the Kenyan landmass is not something to ignore. This is a position that we've agreed on. Because not only is BBI a constitutional process, it is a political process. There are two key interests that are represented in BBI as it is currently proposed. One is a group that wants one man, one vote, making sure that resources and representation go in a certain direction. The other group whose interest is represented is a group whose interest and whose experience is informing pre-election coalition and breaking them immediately after election. And if you read through the BBI proposal, constitutional amendments, you will see that in very clear black and white. And what is the interest of 10 million, over 10 million pastoralists who live in 80% of the country? It is the issues that we've just raised in the press conference. Let nobody ignore those issues. That we are not second-hand citizens, we are citizens of this country.
Yes.
And
yes.
Equity must prevail in the constitutional process and in the political process. I thank you.
Honorable Duale, I just want to reiterate a key point that has been made on the gains that this country made during the debate on the revenue share. The proposed amendment of Article 2 or 3 are to take those gains away. You know, you are now saying disregard the work that brought all these Kenyans together and now divide revenue based on population where people live, and then you disregard the issue of land. That is something that we have categorically said no. We have been marginalized for many years. Most crucial thing is that the BBI task force ignored our recommendations. This is a very powerful, Usiwao Navy, they are very powerful members of parliament. 109.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you know, 109 members of parliament are enough, you know, to dissolve parliament. Yes. So what we are saying is that we must be heard. And what we cannot continue suffering. We demand that our issues be considered. And this is not a process for one person. This is a process for 47 million people. Yes. So what we are saying is this. This is, in fact, I'm very happy that one of our members here gave us the right word to use. This is a proposal to amend the Constitution. If you can amend the Constitution, why can't you not amend a proposal to amend the Constitution? Yeah. So what we're saying is this. We want our pastoralist communities in all the 15 counties, and even all those ones who are spread across the country, to be very keen on these members here. The direction that we give is the one that we want all the pastoralists to follow, because it's also about time for us to take care of ourselves. You know, in Masai, when a child is born, the mother tells you, hold your life, I hold mine. So now, as we move forward, even as pastoralists, we said, have to hold our hearts, as our mothers did theirs. And with all few remarks, let me invite the Honorable Duale.
One of FCDC, Honorable His Excellency, the Governor of Mandera, has read the statement on behalf of the Pastoral Parliamentary Group, and the governors and our speakers were here. And we are from all shades of political opinion. And a time will come in every political dispensation that you withdraw from your political party, you withdraw from your other business, and like our cows and camels come back home in the evening, we have withdrawn ourselves today here, and we have decided that this political conversation of inclusivity, this political conversation that has been going on for the last 2 years, where is the place for a pastoralist citizen within the context of the Kenyan society? So the issue that we have raised here, some of them are very dear to us. Resource allocation, representation, education, issuance of ID card, livestock marketing, those are dear to the pastoral community. What do we share with the people of Kenya? And we feel we must speak about the independence of judiciary. As the Governor Robert said, everywhere in the world you go, even in the US, the other two arms of government, you know, the legislature and the executive, and I'm speaking myself as a former majority leader, they are buddies, they're like twins, they can go to bed together. So where do minorities and people like the pastoralists run to? They run to an independent judiciary. So the 2010 Constitution gave us that judiciary. It has its own challenges. The judiciary, we are not saying is not having challenges. It needs reform within itself, but we are saying we must uphold the independence of the judiciary. We are talking about IBC. We share with the rest of Kenyans. But as a region, we are saying, yes, IBC needs reform. But again, we are very much worried of the players playing a role in being the arbiter in any election competition. All we are saying is the Constitution in Article, I think, 251 created certain commissions. The Auditor General, the Office of the DPP, the Controller of Budget, the IBC. These are people who make, every day in their duty, they make either popular or unpopular decisions on whoever it concerns. So these are deliberate. The Constitution in 2010, which I myself and a number of colleagues here participated in the Constitution of that time. So we feel the IEBC must be an independent arbiter if we have to have a very good electoral system. So in a nutshell, what are we saying? In a nutshell, we are telling constitutional making process is a citizen-driven. We, the Pastoral Parliamentary Group, presented, and you people can get the clips, we asked even for a pure parliamentary system. Even a comma of our presentation is not found in the current BBI proposal. So the president, in his wisdom in Boma, said, let's build consensus. Let's come together. We are saying, let us come together. Let us build consensus. Everybody brings his issue on the table. And for your information, the MPs, secured CDF yesterday in Naivasha. So the document was opened yesterday. I mean, I was not there, but I'm happy, man. My colleagues were in Naivasha, fought hard. So the document has already been opened. CDF, so we are saying that window which the members of parliament use CDF, we want to use it for our issues on revenue. We want to use it for our issue on representation. And I think, as Honorable Olekin has said, the ultimate goal of what we are doing is to amend the constitution. Am I right?
Yes.
So who is this person saying you can't amend the proposal? I mean, we want to amend the constitution. The supreme law. You know, if you ask some of us, by supreme law is the Holy Quran. But now let me even say the supreme law in a secular setup like Kenya, the supreme law is the constitution. So we are amending the constitution, and every Kenyan has a right to amend the constitution. So you are very hypocritical if you tell me that I cannot amend the proposal to amend the constitution. So we are saying we are good. I think we want dialogue. We want, not only us, we want even people who have got issues with us in our document. We want to engage them. We want to give this document to the Kenyan people. If they want to engage other colleagues in parliament, other colleagues, other governor or governors to dialogue with other governors, we want to party leaders. By the end of the day, we want a document that everybody in Kenya feels home. We will be cheating the country. That's my final statement. We will be cheating our parties. We will be cheating the country if we go and say the pastoral community is happy with the document. We have issues. These are the issues.
Yes.
The people of Kenya, you have heard us.
Yes.
We are waiting for that discussion, and I think when we get there, we are part of the consensus, give and take, and we have our reducible minimum. Our chair for FCDC has said it. We are happy with some of the gains in the BBI. We are not happy with some of the proposals in BBI. And for your information, every politics is local. The people of Garissa Township will help me, not today. You know, look at what Wangari Maathai said on environment. She said, those who are destroying the environment will not pay the ultimate price. The generations to come will pay the price. Yes. We as leaders of today, we don't want to pay a price for our pastoralist generations to come. We don't want. So we are saying, please take care.
Just to add one small thing. My statement is as read by the Governor Mandela. We have flagged issues, certain critical issues as a result of our informed interrogation of the document. The document was launched on 26th last month. Yesterday marked the beginning of the outreach program. So we are making an informed interrogation, and we will be engaging the two principals. Yes. We will be engaging the two principals to see whether some of the key issues that we have flagged can be incorporated in the document. And that is the essence of this particular group. Thank you so much. So that is the message. Okay. And I'm sure you will get it from
they have got it clear.
From the report.
It's clear.
No pastoral issues. No pastoral issues. No pastoral issues. No pastoral issues.
No BBI.
Yes.
But leader.
No person with disabilities. No BBI. No person with disabilities. No BBI.
Lete kopi moja ama hakuna kopi?